Registrations have started for the NMAT exam, and if you're a serious MBA aspirant, you should not miss this. A lot of aspirants appear for CAT exam but forget to fill other MBA entrance exams, and God forbid if your CAT exam doesn't go well, then you need other exams to get into a good MBA college. And because these exam registrations close before CAT, you do not want to regret it later. Registrations for the NMAT exam is closing on 10th October, so this should be a priority to fill this form first. And remember, NMIMS is the most sought after college through the NMAT exam, but NMIMS form needs to be filled separately. Just filling the NMAT form does not mean your NMIMS application is complete. So NMAT form and NMIMS forms both need to be filled separately. So let's start this where I explain you the complete NMAT and NMIMS application process along with other important details required for your NMAT preparation and NMIMS. So let's start with the registration process quick. First of all, you need to go to this website nmat.nmims.edu and click on step 1. Once you fill this, you will get a verification email from mba.com, and then you can fill your NMAT by GMAT form and complete the payment process and everything. After that, you will get a GMAT ID. With that GMAT ID, you need to come back to step 2 to the same website, that is nmat.nmims.edu, and complete the step 2 here, which is when your NMIMS application gets completed. Remember, you need to complete both the steps, step 1 and step 2, for your application to be considered for NMIMS. So do not forget this. A lot of candidates miss the second step and then regret it later. Coming to the NMAT preparation aspect, the good thing is if you have prepared for other MBA entrance tests, you don't need to specifically prepare for NMAT separately. You can just appear for 3 or 4 good mocks to understand the exam pattern of NMAT and you're good to go. But still, let me explain you the entire exam pattern and the preparation strategy as well, so that you score really high. There are 3 sections in NMAT. One is language skills with 36 questions in 28 minutes, quantitative skills with 36 questions in 52 minutes, and logical reasoning 36 questions in 40 minutes. Here you can choose the section with which you want to start your examination, and remember, this is an adaptive test, so you cannot toggle between the questions within a section. You answer the question or you skip the question and you move forward. You cannot come back to the same question. And ये syllabus है for the 3 sections. Language skills के लिए ये syllabus है. You can pause this or screenshot this for later as well. Logical reasoning के लिए ये syllabus है. Quantitative skills के लिए ये syllabus है. So if you have more time, you can prepare for sentence completion, prepositions, blood relations, and also logical deductions. These are some topics you might not have prepared during your CAT preparation, so it's good that if you do these topics. However, it does not require a separate preparation. You can prepare these while attempting the NMAT mocks as well. And NMAT questions are significantly easier compared to CAT. However, it tests you on speed. So even if you're not scoring well in the CAT mocks, NMAT can turn out to be very different because it tests you on completely different skills. So don't skip this exam even if you think they are not very well prepared for the other MBA entrance tests. And you can attempt the NMAT exam multiple times, but for NMIMS, which should be your primary target through the NMAT exam, only the first attempt score is considered, and you need to understand this properly. So make sure you register very early, choose your convenient slot for the exam so that your first attempt is actually the best one. There are 6 NMIMS campuses: Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Navi Mumbai, Indore, and Ahmedabad, which opened this year only. And one common form makes you eligible for all of these campuses, and let me take you through each of them. Starting with NMIMS Mumbai, first one to be established in 1981, so it's a pretty well-established college. Here you can pursue MBA Core, MBA in HR, MBA in Business Analytics, MBA in Pharmaceutical Management, and MBA in Digital Transformation. And sabhi ke eligibility criteria screen pe hai, so you can pause it and see if it suits you. So recruiters here include most of the major recruiters from typical Bschool campuses: McKinsey, Aditya Birla Group, Bank of America, TAS, Accenture Strategy, Google, EY, and many more that you can see on the screen. Next is NMIMS Bangalore, established in the startup hub of India, and it definitely gets the location advantage. In fact, I've seen a lot of MBA students these days opting for startup roles because of the kind of learning and the flexibility that they offer. And because of the location, NMIMS Bangalore has that advantage. And NMAT cutoff for Bangalore will definitely be lower than the Mumbai campus. And as far as recruiters are concerned, here you will find the big startup names like Big Basket, OYO Rooms, Flipkart, Myntra, Ease My Trips, Zerodha, and definitely many big recruiters recruiters too that you can see on the screen. Next is NMIMS Hyderabad. This one has a massive 90 plus acre campus, probably the largest among the NMIMS family, and this also includes a 26 acre sports complex. So definitely a very beautiful campus, and Hyderabad has also become a major hub for MNCs now. So the recruiters include the likes of JP Morgan, ServiceNow, Airtel, Reliance, and many others. Next is NMIMS Navi Mumbai, one of the emerging business hubs, and here almost 70% of the students in the previous batches were freshers. So definitely as a fresher, you should get some comfort out of it. But if you have experience, it's obviously an advantage only. And here some of the recruiters include the likes of Aditya Birla Group, there is Novartis, Lodha Group is there, Genpact is there, and many others that you can see on the screen. Next is NMIMS Indore, which is growing very rapidly, and Indore is kind of becoming like an education hub. It has an IIM and IIT, so having an ecosystem of such universities in your city definitely helps. And NMIMS Indore also has this strong incubation and startup support through the NMIMS Atal Incubation Center and strong linkages within the Indore's entrepreneurial network. And here some of the recruiters include Reliance Retail, EY, ICICI Bank, HDFC, and others that you can see on the screen. Finally, we have NMIMS Ahmedabad, the newest in the NMIMS family. And obviously, it's the first year, so we don't have recruiter data for this. But curriculum wise, you can expect it to be exactly the same because NMIMS has this thing called one curriculum throughout all campuses. So all their exams, internships, courses happen at the same time. So syllabus wise, as well as in terms of methodology of teaching, it's going to be the same. So if you happen to join NMIMS Ahmedabad, academically, it's going to be the same. And if you're an NMIMS student or going to join NMIMS this year, then let me tell you a good news that it has both AACSB as well as Equus accreditation, which is awarded to very selective B schools like the top IIMs and ISB. And it was ranked in the 24th position in the latest NIRF rankings for MBA colleges. So for selection and the batch profile, a lot of students have this doubt whether as a fresher I can make it to NMIMS or not. So if you see the last batch, both freshers and work experience professionals were part of the batch. Around 23% of the batch consisted of freshers and around 39% had 1 to 2 years of experience. Obviously, there were folks with more than 3 years of experience as well, but the idea is if you're a fresher or if you have work experience, both of them can make it to NMIMS. Next, coming to the student exchange program, and not many students know this, but as an NMIMS MBA student, right from your first year, you can plan for your LEAP dual degree MBA program. So what happens is you start your MBA at NMIMS, and in the second year, you have a chance to study at one of the top international partner schools that they have, and it can be something like Purdue University or University of Bristol or University of Dundee. So basically what happens is you graduate with an international degree with global career opportunities as well. And finally, coming to the selection process, what does the selection process for NMIMS look like? First, you need to clear the NMAT exam, and on the basis of your NMAT exam scores, you will be called for the competency test and a personal interview. And after that, your final merit list will be prepared, and the final merit list will be prepared on the basis of your scores in the NMAT exam, your personal interview, competency test, work experience, and past academic performance. So do remember, if you want to apply for the NMAT exam and NMIMS, you have to do it before 10th October. And I'm reminding you again that NMAT form as well as the NMIMS form are two different things. So you need to fill both the forms to be eligible. So I'll put the form link in the description as well. You can check it out from there. That's it for this particular video. See you in the next one.